You guys see my screen? I'm just sharing sharing my screen. Okay, so what did we discuss in our previous example? I asked you guys to do the assignment of HRM login. Did you guys do? Executed? Successfully logged in? No? Try to do it. They will give pen and paper. They will ask you to write the program sometimes. So better to have some practice of writing the programs. Okay. So anyhow, I will try to write it for now. Okay. So I would say HRM. Now this anyhow, these two are these all are going to be common steps, right? System dot set property is going to be common. Here you can use Chrome driver equal to new Chrome driver. It is always best practice to go with this way. Web driver equal to new Chrome driver. Why it is giving an error? Because सामने आज वो बहुत सारे सीट्स काले हैं ना, because this is the biggest thing in the Eclipse to change it. If I go to window preferences somewhere, yeah, general editors, somewhere you will have an option in Eclipse to increase the fonts appearance, colors and fonts. Edit. I can change it, but again, problem is it will not fit in the window. If I change the size, that's another problem. Let me put 18 and click on apply and close. Is it better? Um, okay. So what are the first steps if you have to do? The first step is system.set property. So we will try to recap the same thing what we discussed yesterday. So what are the methods you guys are having? First step is what you need to specify which browser you wanted to use. First step you need to specify which browser you have to do. So what method we have? System dot set property. So here what we have to specify, we are specifying the same thing. WebDriver, this is going to be common. WebDriver dot Chrome, because I wanted to use the Chrome driver. That's why I'm saying WebDriver dot Chrome dot driver. So what it specifies, it will specify it should go for using the Chrome browser. It should go for using the Chrome browser. I'm saying where is this Chrome browser is available? You have to download it. I already told multiple times to download the Chrome driver.exe and specify the path. So which browser you wanted to use? Chrome driver. So Chrome driver is what? Chrome driver is what? Predefined class. WebDriver is what? Interface. Interface will contain abstract method. Web Chrome driver class is doing what? Implementing the WebDriver. So whatever methods you have, in WebDriver interface, what Chrome driver class is going to do? Chrome driver class is going to implement definitions for all the methods. Example, get method. Get method is used for what? Open the browser. Now, what is the first step? I'm setting the property to use Chrome driver, and I'm also giving where the path is, where the file is available, Chrome driver.exe. I'm specifying where it is available. Then I'm saying WebDriver equal to new Chrome driver. Why I'm not saying WebDriver? Why I'm not saying WebDriver here? Because WebDriver is interface. So you cannot create object for the interface. That's why I'm saying WebDriver equal to new Chrome driver. I said you can even use Chrome driver equal to new Chrome driver. You can give the class name if you wanted. And what is the next method? First step is what? You have to open the browser. What is the method to open the browser? You have two methods, get method and navigate.to. It's up to you. Most of the time we always use get method. Most of the time, generally we don't need to, generally we don't click on back button, forward button. Generally we don't do them in the real time most of the time. So most of the people will always use get method. So driver.get, driver is what? Object to the Chrome driver class. So get is what? Method, which where they have written get definition, where they have written definition of the get method in Chrome driver class. So how do you call your method? Object name dot method name. What is my method? Get. What is my object name? Driver. So driver dot get. Put the cursor here. It will tell you what parameter it is going to take. Now put the cursor. It is saying what? It is taking string. Nothing but get method will open the browser. Get method will open the browser and it will type application URL. So what is my Orange HRM URL? This is what my URL. So just copy paste the URL. So what it is going to do now? It will go and open the Chrome browser and it will type the application URL. Is it clear? Get method. If you understood interface concept, it is very easy to understand. All browsers what you have in industry, are predefined classes. Chrome driver is one predefined class. Firefox driver is one predefined class. Safari driver is one predefined class. All these classes are implementing what? All these classes are implementing WebDriver interface. So whichever browser you wanted to use, go for using that. Now these lines of code, what it is going to do? Just only set property, tell me once how store and how to write WebDriver, Chrome driver. See, set property is a predefined method. Okay, set property is a predefined method which will set the property indicating what browser you are using, Chrome browser. Where whenever I wanted to open the Chrome browser, I need to specify Chrome driver.exe. What you guys have to do? You guys have to go to Google, try to download it. It will be a zip file. Try to unzip it, put it in your local drive. I already showed it. I put it in my where is that? D colon softwares. Not D colon, C colon. C colon Ashok. You can see Chrome driver. You will get this file, Chrome driver Win32. Just right click and then say extract. Extract here means it will extract in the same location. So just do that. That's a simple step. Just download it, unzip it. Now this code will do what? It will go and open the HRM browser. It is going to open my HRM browser. Just run it. Which browser it is opened? Chrome browser. What is the URL it has taken? HRM URL. Why it has taken? Because in the get I am giving this URL. We always give our application URL. We are always going to give application URL. Now this application is opened. After opening the, what is the next step? I wanted to type the user ID. I wanted to type the user ID. Whenever you wanted to do any action, first you need to understand where you wanted to do. Where you wanted to do is the important. So I said user ID is one field, password is one field, login is one field. All these are the different fields what you have. All these are the different fields what you guys are having. Now where I have to enter my user ID? In admin field. Where I have to enter? Admin field. So what you have to do? How to get the web properties of this particular field? Right click, inspect. So how Selenium is going to identify? Selenium is going to identify using the ID, our name. Don't think I need to have all. You may have, you may not have all the properties. You may have only few properties. So it is having ID, it is having name, it's a link text. This is a link text or text field? Text field. So can we use link text there? We cannot use it. Link text is only used for hyperlinks that are nothing but links in your application, right? Now what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to find out the properties. Right click, inspect, just click on this, then click on the field. For which field you wanted to get the properties. Click it here. So what you are getting, you are having a name and you are also having the ID. You are also having the name. You are also having the ID. You are having both. Now what I have to, we also discussed one more method, right? What is that method? Find element. What is the method? Find element. Find element is method declared in where? WebDriver interface. Google Chrome driver is a class. Chrome driver is what? Predefined class. The implemented definition for find element method. So what I have to say? I have to say driver. How do you call a method? Object name dot method name find element by dot. How many values you are having? You are having ID value, you are having name value also. What are the names you are having? Let's take, I wanted to take the name. Just double click here, copy it. So what is the property value for the name? Find element by dot what? Name. Which property value I am getting? Name. You use ID, use the ID. You want to use the name, use the name. By dot name. So what is the value? Put this. What is this txt username? This is the one. This is the name. Okay. Then after that, what I wanted to do, type. For typing, what is the method you have? Send keys. I repeatedly told. Did you guys made a note down? Send keys. What is the user ID? Admin. Is it clear? Where you wanted to do the action, you need to find the property values. Okay. Hyperlink in get hyper. Where is hyperlink? If you wanted to go for using this hyperlink, you can use it. If you wanted to click on this, forgot your password. This is what hyperlink. Hyperlink, I said, just copy it. Just copy it. Here, instead of by dot name, what I have to say? By dot link text. By dot link text. What is the name of the link text? Forgot your password. Dot click. Okay. Now, same thing I have to do for what? Now I am done for the user ID field. I'm done for the user ID field. What is the next field I'm having? Password. How do you get properties? Again, you don't need to right click every time. You just click it once. That should be fine. Then you go to the top, right? You have this one, arrow key. Just click this arrow key. Go to the password field. Click on this password field. It will highlight the values. It is also having name. It is also having name and it is also having the ID. First one we already used the name. Now I wanted to show you with the ID. So don't think I should always use name. I can, whichever property I'm getting, I can directly go and start using of it. Now, what is the method I have? Find element. How do you call object name? Driver dot find element by dot ID or name? ID. Just say ID. What is the value of ID? Open the bracket, put the double quotes, put it here. Right? Dot. You wanted to type, right? Dot send keys. What is the password? Admin 123 is my password. Just close the double quotes. What it will do now? It will go and type admin in admin field. In password field, it is going to type password 123. What is the next step I have to do? Click on the login button. So what you have to do now? Always remember, whenever you wanted to perform a action, on which button or which link or which field you wanted to perform action. I wanted to perform action on this login button. Again, go here, click on this arrow key, click on login button. It is giving you the properties. What it is having? Name. It is having name equal to submit. It is also having ID equal to btn login. Now I will use, it's up to you. You want get the name, get the name. You want to use the ID, use the ID. Now what is the next step I have to say? Now can you guys tell me what should I say now? Same step. Driver dot find element by dot name. What we copied? ID we copy by dot ID. What is the value of ID? btn login. So this is ID value what I am getting, btn login. Then after that send keys, is it? Sending is nothing. Sending is typing something. Please make a note. I think from this is the third day of the Selenium or second day? Second day or third day. Every day I'm explaining get method, send keys, click method. Send key is simple. Read the meaning of the method. What is the method name? Send keys. What do you want to send? Text data. What text data? For admin, you will give admin user ID. For password, you give the admin password. For login, it's a click. Is it a send keys? You wanted to type there. So just put dot click. So what it is going to do? It is going to click on a login button. Okay. Now try to run it. Was it logged in? It entered user ID. It entered password. It clicked on login. Now, if you guys observe, whenever, if you guys observe, whenever I am logging in, by default, my user ID password is already there. By default, it is already stored in cookies. So that's why it is always having my user ID password. In case if your field is having some data auto filled, this is auto filled. User ID is auto filled, password also auto filled. For that, we have one method called clear. Now what I wanted to do, I wanted after opening the browser, I wanted to clear find element by dot name. Same thing. Just copy the same thing here. By dot name dot clear, because this user my name is already having the username. Before typing, I want, because when I executed my program, you didn't observe whether it is typing or not. It was confusing. Name was there, password is also there. Now auto field. Sometimes your browser will maintain the cache where it will automatically fill your user ID and it will automatically take your password. So before doing that, what I wanted to do, I wanted to clear the text what I have. This is for which field? Username. So before sending keys, before entering the admin, what I am doing, I am clearing. I am saying go and clear the text. Which field? username, which is property equal to txt username. Now, before sending to the password, what I wanted to do, clear the password. Before typing in, what I have to do, I have to use driver dot find element by dot id dot clear. So what it will do, it will clear the admin first, then it will enter the admin user ID again after clearing, then it will enter the user ID for admin, then it will come to the password, it will clear the password, then it will enter the password again, then it will click on login. Try to observe it very carefully. It's going to be very fast. See, it is going to clear admin first, then it is going to enter the admin, then it is going to clear the password, then it is going to enter the password. Just observe it, it will automatically do. You guys can observe it cleared, it's also typed. Did you guys realize? Okay, we will do one thing. I'll use some thread.sleep. Don't worry, what is thread.sleep, we will discuss later. Now what I am doing after clearing thread.sleep, sleep is a method which is coming from the Java. Sleep is a method which is coming from core Java. So what sleep method is going to do? If I ask to sleep, it is going to sleep for milliseconds. How many milliseconds it is going to sleep? 1000 milliseconds. Why I am asking to sleep? Because I want you guys to observe whether it is after clearing